Good morning, guys. I hope everyone had a great night last night. The energies are very heavy today. It's March 1st, you guys. I don't know why I was thinking we had 2 more days of February, but I forgot about how February ends sometimes the 28th for leap year or whatever. The energies are pretty heavy. I feel like it's more darker today. We're still in the shedding phase. I told you we're going to be in this phase till March 3rd, but I kind of have a feeling it's going to go towards the mid-March. I'm going to come back to the scissors. I'm going to clear. In today's session, my intention is to clear you from glamour spells, reversing glamour spells done on you. What is glamour magic? Also reversing generational obesity spells and weight gain spells casted on you by your enemies. I had a motherfucking witch just try to cast on me a fucking weight gain spell, and I was like, no, motherfucker, it's gonna go back to you in your old age because I'm not dealing with this shit. What is a generational curse? It could be hatred in your bloodline, passed down for generations. You could be the mother that's chosen to break it. I'm a spiritual empress, a spiritual teacher, a Reiki master teacher, certified in Usai Reiki master and teacher 2019, and then certified in Fire Reiki master this year, 2026, the year of the fire horse. We're shedding old collective habits that we absorbed in our childhood. We are shedding all of this, so you're gonna feel things deeper this month. I'm also claircognizant, clairsentient, clairvoyant, telepathic. I'm a seer. I come from a long lineage of medicine women. I also have starseed incarnate past lives. I had an earth angel awakening. I've had a fallen angel awakening, 7 others bird phoenix awakening, and starseed awakenings. So I'm spiritually adept and evolved. I've also had many past lives here on Mother Earth in North America. I don't know how you say the word, indigenous, Native American past life, Mexican past life. I've had 2 past lives in France. I've had 2 past lives in Italy. I've had 2 past lives in Egypt. I had a past life in Africa. And then in the States, I've had past life in New Mexico and Mexico, South Dakota, Washington, Oregon. I've been on Earth many times. So I have various in-depth backgrounds of various spiritual practices, like Native American Shamaness, Asian doula, midwife, Yoruba, roots to the Yoruba religion and 7 others religion, Catholicism religion, so just so many, Buddhism, there's a word I'm looking for, and it's very early. I feel like it's 5:30 a.m. It's because I woke up around 5 o'clock in the morning today, which is not like me. But this is what happens when you put food in your body from other places. You don't know the ingredients that they put in it. So your body, depending on how sensitive you are, it will adjust. I don't like the way that I feel. And I'm shedding a lot of old toxins. This also is the day where supposedly my twin flame divine masculine, his dark karmic witch, moves all of her things out, the rest of her things out, and finally moves away from him. So I'm feeling his grief and pain because we're twin flames, and it's heavy, and he's conflicted, he's angry, he's in pain, and I'm a divine feminine, he's the divine masculine, and we're split up in 2 bodies, and it's heavy what he's going through, and I feel it. Then I also feel certain people's energies against me. But let's talk about clearing away glamour magic spells, reversing destiny swap glamour magic spells, reversing generational curse spells, reversing obesity spells, and reversing weight gain spells back to the witches, because I've had enough of this shit. Okay, this is why you must protect yourself. So we're going to start off the session with a little bit of some cleansing here today. And I highly recommend you guys get this right here, because this will help you. You could put this in a bowl. You could put it on the top of your head. You could put it on your ailments. You could put it on places in your body where you feel witches try to attack you, whether it's your crown chakra, your solar plexus chakra, your root chakra. Put some of my solar plexus chakra and just on my sacral. And then I'm going to put some on my base. I just put some on my crown, because I've had motherfuckers try to do thought magic on me recently. I try to have them do fucking power of the tongue spells. They try to wish me harm. They try to wish me a fucking weight gain spell. It's some bullshit what I have to deal with. Yeah, just because they see me enjoying eating a little bit of food, they want to wish me, you know, what fucking is going to happen to them. Because like I said, my motherfucking spirit guides, they don't play my spirit tribe at this point. When they see some attack, whether it's a power of the tongue or a thought form magic spell, they're like, bitch, you're cursing yourself, because that ain't going to happen to her. And I was attacked, so I'm going to protect myself the best that I can. Lilith is here as well to empower us, okay? She's the goddess of so many things. This is never what you heard about her. She's not a demon, okay? She doesn't eat babies. She doesn't eat children. She doesn't possess you. She doesn't make your head spin around. She doesn't make you throw up like, you know, this bullshit in The Exorcist. She wants me to empower you, empower your solar plexus chakra, okay? And she wants me to cut cords in you guys. And the weather here in Florida, it's been crazy. Like, it said, excuse me, it said it was gonna rain all weekend, and it rained for like 20 minutes, like 10 minutes each day. And then I've had my neighbor do like renovations on his house next door for like, I don't even know how long. And then I have people just fucking be really mean to me, wishing me fucking ill will, hating me. And I just feel all this shit, and it's some heavy shit. And then I'm dealing with my twin flame's feelings of his grief and loss of his fucking dark karmic witch, because that one, she done put a lot of spells on him. And then he's all like, I mean, at least my daughters are telling me, like, oh, you know, mommy, daddy said that he regrets marrying, I'm going to call her Talia or Natalia. That was the name that she had on the court papers anyway. I had an old friend of a friend find court papers on this woman, and she literally changed, in the court papers, somebody filed a name on her real name, and then they put Natalia Tuznak, which was a joke, because this is like a ripoff of her actual name, but it just sounds like a joke. Like, it's not her real name. Natalia Tuznak, that was her name, but Natalia was like, which was crazy, because when I was like 21 and I worked in a club, I was a cocktail waitress from like 21 to 23. I used to remember thinking about names and being like, oh, Natalia is a pretty name, it's an Italian name, it's Bella, you know what I mean, like, it's beautiful. It's obviously beautiful in Italian. But we're going to talk about clearing these negative energy projections from witches. It don't matter what type of witch they are. They could be a satanic witch, they could be a Wiccan witch, they could be a, you know, just a basic mortal who does thought form magic, or alpha draconian, or, you know, any type of fucking witch. It could be someone who practices druid witchcraft. It could be Christian witches, okay? Things like this. We're going to cut the cords on witches who wish you harm and who try to destiny swap you and who try to put their ailments and their problems on you and then trade your destinies and then get what you have. And they do this sneakily. They do this through thought forms. They do this through candle magic. They do this through puppets. They do this through spell jars. They do this through telepathy. You know, they do this through, you know, energy. Everything's energy. So they point negative energy onto you. Some of them don't need to use candles. Some of them don't need puppets. Some of them are just telepathic. And then what they think, that's fucking, you know, that's one of their, but they don't use their power for the greatest good. They're using this shit for they're abusing their power. They're using it for the worst of mankind. That's my last one, you guys. But guess what? I have a bunch of the actual real deal. So this is gonna last me. And we're gonna set our intentions to cleanse from hexes, curses, jinxes, the evil eye, thought form magic, negative energy projection magic, any type of ill will, any type of negativity casted on you from your enemies, from a friend, you know, false friend, frenemy, a foe, whatever you say. Clearing this now. And a lot of them, they'll try to project their hatred onto you, and then it'll manifest in your third eye and your pineal gland, and you'll walk around like this. This is why you see me kind of like, it's tight right here because I need some quita maldición. I need to place an order. I need to get a fucking P.O. box, and it's just everything is money. And then I'm still trying to go through the courts to do something that I did last week, all week. And I can't tell you how much money I spent in Ubers because these people were trying to block me and trying to fucking not allow me to use the car actually that was given to me, that she manipulated her to take back. And that's the truth. And I was threatened, and they were like, oh, if you don't give the car back, we're gonna report it stolen, and you know, you're gonna go to jail and all this bullshit. This is what they told my high school friend. And I was pregnant when this happened, and it was just some bullshit. And not it be your own fucking blood, bro. Your own people who do this shit just because of fucking manipulators in the family. They do shit like this. And like I had like plans, I had lots of plans, but I ended up using money for it because they blocked me and they caused obstacles for me. I had to use money to go and take care of my adult grown stuff. You know, I was adulting last week and they were holding me back. And so like I ran through the money that I was going to use. I had plans to, I'll tell you guys later, like when I have privacy, if I ever fucking do, because I don't. Because this one, he don't want to work. He wants to stay here and monitor the house. And it's my dad's house. So it just makes no sense. Anyways, so like if he knows I'm not working, he'll quit his job. And he'll be like, it's not fair. And then he'll like stay and like monitor the house. I feel like it's like a suicide watch sometimes. And so he was like trying to fucking wish me a fucking weight gain spell. He's trying to wish me to go back to the way he remembers me, and it's not gonna happen. And then his mother, she equally hates me. That's the one who burned my face and who manipulated my mother to take the car back that was given to me. I'm sorry. Please don't report this video, you guys. That was just an accident. For whoever said they were going to cash out me the $55, you might as well, because that was a real accident. If that wasn't even planned. No, I need to take an Uber because I need to go back to this store and I need to get this. I have one more left of this. I just ran out of my Sabio Blanco. So glamour spells, what's glamour magic? Glamour magic is when people, okay, this is tricky. So my ex is pretty much soon to be ex-wife because they're divorcing. I know she turned the paperwork in, but I'm not sure if their divorce is finalized or if they're in the process or if they are divorced. But anyways, today's her move out day to the point where she's moving all her things out because she already moved out. But she moves all the rest of her things out today, so it's like the final day where she moves out of their apartment. And my daughters are there with my ex-twin flame, and I was with him for a really like long chunk of my life when I was young. But the energy vampires were around and they were wishing us a lot of harm, and they just were wishing us, I just didn't know how much they hated me until like fucking they basically had me homeless on a stairwell and fucking had me burned on my skin and basically had me living in my car. And when shit happens like that, you're just like, wow, okay. So like the whole time, that's what they wanted. They were like plotting. Because I used to, I used to do psychic readings on the back patio. And they would always give me this nasty energy, like when they were in the kitchen. And then now, since everything went down, it's like because they wanted to be out there on the back patio. They wanted that whole space. They didn't want me and my kids to be here. But they wanted to be here. Like they could be here, but me and my kids can't. It makes no sense. So we're just gonna fucking get all this negativity out. And I'm gonna keep speaking my truth. Lilith is empowering me to speak the truth, and then empowering me through my goddess wisdom and my goddess knowledge to let you guys speak the truth. And don't mind these flyaways because I be outside in nature a lot, and sometimes the hair splits because I be having straps, like backpack straps on me and stuff, and so sometimes the hair just splits. And it'd be crazy lately. Like, the weather is so crazy here lately. And everything's simulated. So what is a glamour spell, finally? Glamour spells, glamour magic is when, okay, people, they try to do like a pretty spell on themselves. And then they'll try to use mirrors and they'll try to destiny swap your beauty for their ugliness. So you got to do a reverse destiny swap glamour spell magic. I can't explain it, but I try my best. Glamour spells, it's like when people try to be prettier than they actually naturally are, like, and then people try to take your beauty to where it's a destiny swap glamour spell magic. And this is what they fucking try to do. And they do this with mirrors. They do this with thought forms if they're telepathic. And then like other people who don't understand, who are conditioned by the Abrahamic religions, the cults, I'd be like, oh, you give them too much power. No, bitch, I'm literally feeling their energy. I don't give them power. They don't have power. But if you feel the ill will, you feel the ill will. And the sensitivity is not a weakness. It's not a vulnerability. It's not a joke. It's literally, it's real. It's a gift. Sensitivity, if you are spiritually awakened and you feel everything so deeply, I know and I understand it could feel like a curse, but that's just the divine letting you know, okay, you're awakened. You know what's going on. You're aware. So the next step is, after your awareness, that's the first step. The next step is, okay, what action steps can you take to protect yourself away from that bullshit, away from those negative entities, away from their negative bullshit that they project on you, or projection is mirroring. I have my Bachelor of Science Psychology. I'm very, very smart. And it has nothing to do with books. It just has some things to do with, I was blessed with great common sense in this life, and I was blessed with spiritual gifts beyond what mortals can comprehend. To where I had a friend in the plaza. He was strictly a platonic friend. His name was David. And he was like, I get you. I understand you. I was like, what do you mean? He was like, you have to dumb yourself down to these mortals because you're so spiritually gifted. You're so spiritually wise and evolved. And you've been through so much. You have so much experience that you have to dumb yourself down for these mortals. And he like hit it on the nose. Like he hit the nail on the head. You know what I mean? And I was like, wow, he understands me. It's too bad that, I wasn't attracted to him because he was mentally like trying to connect with me, which is rare because a lot of Gen Z men, they don't have that depth to them. They don't have, a lot of like the Gen Z culture is, no offense if you're a Gen Z, I'm not speaking on all of you, but like it's like a really huge hookup culture to the point where like they're dead inside, they're numb inside. They just want one thing and they want to Netflix and chill and smoke weed. And I'm sorry, but I'm so spiritually awakened, I'm so spiritually deep that like that is too shallow for me. I don't have time for shallow connections like that, and I had to stop it because it was just like getting on my nerves. It was pointless. It wasn't getting me spiritually evolved. It was holding me back to the point where there were some of them who was trying to fucking cast shit on me. Some of them were trying to put their pain and all their past trauma in me, you know, and I'm not gonna fucking, that's not my job to absorb and take on their energy. That's not my responsibility. And that there was this one, and he was like using his trauma, and he was putting that in his I don't want to say sexual innuendos, but like he was using, you know, sex to mask his problems and sweep everything under the rug, just like a drug addict uses a drug or a pill or whatever. You know what I mean? He had a sex addiction, and it was not my responsibility to embody that, but he tried to put it, you know, onto me or in me. And I was like, no, like, I'm not doing this shit, you know? And I refused. Just like Lilith refused to bow to Adam. Okay, I'm a Lilith. If it makes me a villain in people's stories, so be it. I don't give a fuck anymore. Either way. I'm not gonna be subservient. I'm gonna fucking break the rules, okay? I'm gonna fucking live life by my fucking own rules, and I'm not gonna fucking do what these motherfucking Matrix, Reptilian, Alpha Draconians want to do, which is control, abuse, try to run your life, you know, be very systematic, narrow-minded thinking, and then they want to sweep everything under the rug and be in more than in denial, have a mental illness, and then mask that shit with drug use, and I'm not with that shit either. And I literally see through the bullshit like that. I don't like when people fucking come and intrude and then they bullshit all fucking day. And that shit has just been happening for too long at this point. I don't even care anymore. I'm gonna speak on some real ass shit. Savio Blanco, right? So we're gonna do a reversal of a glamour magic spell right now. And I'm gonna show you how to do this. See these? You're gonna get, hang on. Where's my jade stick? I gotta open this. I gotta pop this through, unless I could just use a tangerine point. So you're gonna take one of these. These are multifaceted. You could use these to manifest, you could use these to freeze, you could use these to reverse. You're gonna write on it with this. Reverse glamour magic hex spell. Okay, and you could put some essential oil on this if you want to. And of course, always have like a base, something that you could burn it in. Okay. I'm gonna do eucalyptus because I'm not gonna use lavender because lavender is more tranquility and calm. I'm gonna use something. If you have like a reversal, that's even better. I put 5 because that's the number of change. And then you're gonna light it with that same intention that you wrote on the leaf. I'm gonna make sure it burns down all the way. I wish I had a long lighter, you guys. Because these little lighters, these are just for like lighting up. I'm gonna redo this because I should have had more lighters around me because I have like 4 right now. This is just an example that I'm using for you guys today. Which, let me get my other lighters. Hold on, you guys. I'm gonna try this one again, you guys. And I'm gonna try to write it more clear. And then I'm gonna put 5 drops of oil. Reverse, glamour, hex, curse. See, shit like this is how you know when shit goes wrong like this and you drop it and little things happen like this. This is a sign that it was done to you and it's an omen. Like the universe will show you, the divine will show you. He don't lie. That one. Okay, good. That one, when I spoke about the divine, he was like, I'm gonna burn this down for you. That burned down all the way. And I'm gonna do one more because we're gonna do, and I'm just gonna let you read this. Because I have people who wish me ill will in this house, and it's really none of anyone's business but my own, what I do with my life. I had a witch the other day fucking wish that I would gain weight. You could reverse these off of us, the wishes. Your generational, if it's in your family, it's a generational curse, and then it's a generational obesity production that we're gonna reverse. You don't need that shit in your fucking life, okay? You need to be free of that bullshit. And ill will wishes of others. So yeah, no, that's all burned down. And then this was just a piece of another bay leaf that I'm just gonna kind of burn down just in case. So yeah, everything's now reversed, you guys. Like, it's off of me, it's off of you guys. I didn't need that shit in my life. to the point where this little rat is slick. He will try so hard to wish me so much ill will, thinking that I don't pick up on it with my gift. And I think that's why he hates me so much, because I'm so spiritually gifted. To the point where I can see through his bullshit. So now I'm just going to cut the cords or the remnants of what they did. Because they tried to wish me a lot of shit and I'm not with it. Now I'm going to do you guys. Some powerful shit that, you know, and people think they're slick, but you know, you could feel it too. You could feel the remnants of their ill wishes, their evil eyes, which I'm going to take the Shiva's Eye Gate and I'm going to start cutting. And they feel it too. After you do the reversal, they'll try to come for you. They'll try to be, because they feel the energy breaking. They feel that their power is no longer power, that it's weakness and that it didn't work. He tried to fucking cast that shit on me the other night, I mean, and then I heard him. He said the shit out loud and I was like, fuck this. Patrol the house like you think you run shit. You don't run shit here. Sometimes I have to do what I have to do to protect myself. I'm gonna now use this to clear things out. Oh, we're gonna use the Shiva's Eye Gate too. I need to get new lenses because I have astigmatism. That's what they told me a long time ago, to the point where like fluorescent light and just like bright light bothers me. Oh, this is so powerful. It's just so powerful, you guys. This, as well as the sage. This. And I have Mexican food last night, you guys. Ordered from a place called Senor Taco from University, and it was way better than that La Granja. I will never eat a La Granja. I wanted to eat at Santa Rosa because, you know, I love me some Mexican food. I like to cook me my own Mexican food from that Mexican past life that I had. It was an Aztec, Mexican, Native American, Indian life. I was mixed. So I had my indigenous tribe, and then I had, you know, my Curandera. I miss that life because I had a really good dad in that life, who I think is my first son in this life, honestly, who my mother kind of pretty much pulled my first son away from me and turned him against me pretty much, because she gave his bedroom, which was this room long ago, to Irish Kegel and her fucking boyfriend the same age as her son. So that was fun. Let's just keep cutting more cords. And then I'm just kind of disappointed in the weather today because it's saying if you're outside for more than 20 minutes, you're going to get a sunburn. Fucking annoying. I don't want to get a sunburn. You can see I'm already slightly burnt. This is not my real color. My real color is, you see how white that is? You could even see on my legs. Look. Like if I stand back here, like how white my legs are, that's my real color. You can see what the sun does to me here versus... everyone thinks I'm Latina, which is a blessing. You know, Latinas are beautiful. But I'm not. Oof, my contacts, excuse me. It's like the astigmatism from the okay, so I'm open to receiving Cash App donations too, because I need to be able to keep up with my spiritual tools. I need to be getting this every week with the Savio Blanco, as well as like this, things like this. Yeah, and then she'll defend the reptilian will defend the Alpha Draconian, because they're both from that reptilian star race, so they're gonna fucking defend each other and fight against the, you know, Pegasus pony one, the Pleiadian. I feel like the reptilian's about to try to say something. She came and pounded on my door last night. Just fucking, it don't matter anymore. The misery, the hatred. I'm the chosen one. I'm the goddess incarnate. I'm the one to break this shit. And they've been trying to project their hatred onto me the past like week. It's been bad. Like if I try to do something and they sense it, it's like a dark force that is like, no, you're not gonna fucking do this. Like they try to block me to where that's how they're so toxic. And it's just like, or they try to hate or wish me like all this shit, and I'm just like, this is not my responsibility. It's not my burden to bear. Like, let it all go back on them. You know what I mean? Like, so like I have to like fucking wear stuff like this to protect myself, like this. You know, look. This one keeps flipping. It's annoying me. I keep having to tighten it. But like I have to wear stuff like this to keep me guarded and protected, because sometimes prayer is just not enough. Sometimes you could pray to God on something for years sometimes and he won't fucking push it through until he's ready. This is why it's important to understand your own power, and for you to understand your own power of manifestation. This is what Goddess Lilith teaches us. teaches us to stand up, speak our truth, which for this session they told me to use the iolite. Hold on, you guys, because here he is. Yeah, so this is a throat chakra cleanse right here. I could put these to the earth, or I could flush them down the toilet later. But this right here, I told you, they hate sage, the wicked. She's like opening all the windows now. It's just sage. They act like it's going to kill them or poison them because they're evil. And they all hate sage here. Her and him. It's just sage. Understand, how can you smoke tons of weed all day but hate sage? It makes no sense. No fucking sense, bro. I bet you she's gonna walk past my window too. She's opening all the windows. Wicked reptilian. She's fucking crazy. She's mentally ill. Listen. This is the windows. All in the house. She's gonna pound on my door. Hey. It's just sage and frankincense. It ain't gonna hurt you. What the fuck is wrong? I'm fucking annoyed right now. I swear I can never live in peace. These people won't let me. It's like a prison. It's like a twilight zone. I'm gonna pull stuff out of your throat chakra so you can speak your truth. Oh, I feel like humming too. Hang on. I hate sage so much. What does sage ever do to them? They're just evil. It's just fucking sage. Okay. The highlight. Wait, where were we? Pull out negative, like projections from entities, negative energies and negative entities and toxic people that try to suppress your truth, try to suppress your voice so you want to speak your truth. And so, you know, it prevents you from telling on them. And sometimes you need to speak up because the truth not only sets you free, but it sets you free from generational curses, and it releases those curses over you that they tried to use to have control and power over you. You have control and power over you. Which brings me to your solar plexus chakra, to where Goddess Lilith is saying, okay, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to empower you, and we're going to call your power back with the citrine. Hold on. Sorry, you guys. So I want you, if you do have a citrine, even if it's just a little crystal, I want you to hold it in the palm of your hand and say, I call all of my power back to me. I call all of my power back to me. For people, places, things, energy vampires, toxic entities, spirit attachments. I call all my power back to me now in my being. I call my goddess or God birthright back to me. I call my personal power, energy back to me. I call my self-esteem back to me that I subconsciously gave away to energy vampires, or that they siphoned and took from me across all realms, all lifetimes, all directions. In the name of Sun God Ra, in the name of Goddess Hathor, in the name of Goddess Bast, in the name of Goddess Persephone, in the name of Goddess Aphrodite, in the name of Goddess Lilith. 3 times 3 times 3 as I will, as will it be. So like the force here is like trying to like, oof, I need this. And I don't have any of my red my red tiger's eye. This is a tiger iron. And very grounding. I need new contacts, you guys. This contact is just, so I'm gonna pull out negative energies from your heart chakra now. And I'm gonna just cut them away. Sorry. The contact lens exam is $100, and then my box of contacts is like, I don't know, almost $70 that I have to, they're buy a true one a days. I need them so bad. I need like $200 because I need to go and get prescriptions because my wallet was stolen out of my car in the plaza. They took my social security card, all my kids' social security cards, their birth certificates, my birth certificate, my driver's license, my prescription for my eyes, which already expired anyway, so I can't even go back to the doctor and just request a copy because I need to. I'm so fucking annoyed right now. I'm actually gonna go up to, you know what, no, because that's gonna be more money from Uber and I just can't. I needed to go to the Oviedo Marketplace, the optical outlet, because that's where I got it last time. I used to get it from Sam's Club a long time ago, my contacts, and then they shut the Sam's Club in Castleberry, and there's one on Goldenrod. I'm not walking all the way over there. It's too far. That's like near Colonial. I'm not trying to go to East Colonial on foot. Then I was getting that at Walmart for a long time, the super center at Walmart. But there was this old guy, and then they leaked the tape from the shit from the plaza to the point where everyone started wearing black shades that day. It was really strange. It was like all arconic, and they thought I was like some, like, I don't know. They knew my powers, and they literally were trying to like, and then he used to be cool with me. He used to say hi to me and stuff, and then he just started like being real weird ever since they leaked the tape. It was Allied Universal that tried to ruin my reputation. It was, and then a bunch of floor associates. I'm gonna have some of this mineral water because I feel really dehydrated. Mercury retrograde, it'll do shit. I'm really dehydrated. As you can see, I just like almost downed half of this. Excuse me, you guys. These are like my tissues. I just use this. I'm just like, this Mercury retrograde is just really fucking, it's just really something. I'm aggravated as all hell. And I can see the way the sun is today. And it's really like, I don't know, I'm just not with the energies lately. And like everyone was saying all this stuff about the fire horse, but it was all bullshit. I'm sorry, but the fire horse here is not going as I thought. It's just a lot of shit. You guys, a lot of shit that I'm having to deal with. I've been eating out a lot, like all week. I've been taking Ubers. It's been stressing me out, so I've been eating. And I'm just like, this fuck better leave my room alone if I leave today because I'm not even with him fucking coming through the goddamn door and stealing my shit or throwing my shit away. So yeah, we reversed the fucking destiny swap, glamour, magic, hex, curse spells. We reversed the destiny swap, generational, obesity, hex, curse spells. So we did good. We got stuff done spiritually today. We're just cutting cords to negativity now. Hang on, you guys. Shouldn't have had that Mexican food last night. vessel is. She wants to come in and cut more cords. Sorry, you guys. I don't know if you've had this before, but it makes you like... I've been dehydrated. I'm not gonna lie, I drank a little bit last night. And the night before I was stressing. I had some sake jello shots, and then I had a the night before last night, and then I had some like plum sake over ice last night. So I'm dehydrated, so I'm trying to sorry, rehydrate with the mineral water. Sorry, you guys. It's Topo Chico mineral. Yeah, because I need to keep my body hydrated. And you can see, like, that's just stress, that's eating, that's just... I'm gonna be walking that off this week, all of it. It's all gonna be gone. And plus I'm not gonna drink no more, which it's not even like that. I don't have a habit. It's just I was so stressed out that, you know how you're just so stressed out and you need to just kick back and just relax and be relieved. And that's what kind of I just kicked back the past 2 nights, or to take out food and just, you know, drink and just... I was just dealing with so much shit, you guys. Like, I still am dealing with so much shit. And like the Force, like they want me to lay down and be quiet. They don't want me to speak up. They want me, it's like they want to suck my energy. They hate me, but they need my energy to live off of and siphon. And it's not my responsibility to give them their energy. That's their own goddamn responsibility for themselves. Hold on, you guys, a mineral water is trying to come up. Sorry. If you have headphones in, I'm so sorry. I'm literally like... And I'm gassy from the Mexican food yesterday and last night. I had Chipotle. Never again. And then I had like 2 days ago, and then yesterday I had La Granja. Never again, even more. And then last night I had Senor Taco, which was actually good, but I can't be eating like that. And then like when I cook, my food actually tastes just as good, or if not better, than Senor Taco. Like, I could make Mexican and Puerto Rican food really good. My baby dads were Puerto Rican, 2 of them. And so I know how to cook Puerto Rican food really good, like a Latina from the island. And then I know how to do Mexican food, like a Mexican wife for her husband. So like I know how to do it the authentic. And my kids, they be calling me, like, Mommy, I miss your cooking. Stepmoms don't know how to cook like you. And I'm just like, you know, I be cooking. The energy vampires be spitting on my fucking food in the fridge. Hang on, you guys. So yeah, now I'm going to take my sunstone, organite, and I'm going to be pulling and cutting with the selenite. Excuse me. And you guys, they had these cute Hello Kitty like things at the store yesterday, and I just didn't buy them because one was $20 and another one was like $18. And like I just needed my spiritual stuff because, you know, I have energy vampires trying to attack me on a daily. So it's like, and I thought about it the other night. And then when I was really stressed, and I was like, damn, like if this man never married into my family, like I would have had such a good life. Like they really fucking ruined my life. Like they tried to. They wish me harm. They tried to turn my mom against me. They tried to take over my dad's house and intrude. They try to do all this shit to the point where, like, I had to, like, watch, like, frequencies on YouTube all the time. It's not even because I want to, it's because I have to. You see? It's like, it really is important to be really mindful of what energies and what people, you know, you let into your life, into your house. Like, you just don't understand. A lot of you do understand, actually, but the basic mortals don't understand. And yesterday I had a crackhead come to the house because, and I was like, why is this man here? Because his son. I'm disgusted. And he wants me to lay down. He wants me to be quiet. He doesn't want me to speak on it. Aggravated. I'm so bloated. Look at this. Just from eating for like 4 nights out the week. It's ridiculous. I've had 4 kids too, so I need to fucking do my fitness today. Ever since like last Friday, like not 2 nights ago, that Friday, but the Friday before that, I've been going to the poorhouse trying to do some things to break this generational curse. And pray for me, you guys, because this week I'm gonna find out if it pushes through, and it has to, because I ain't do nothing wrong to where, you know, it shouldn't. Like, I don't have no criminal background. I just need this bloat to go away. This is what happens when I spoil myself and I get too comfortable. Like, I can take Ubers instead of walk and then order food and actually eat it. I can't live like a normal person because, you know, I have to work for my shit. So, like, this week I'm gonna be fucking working out like mother. I'm gonna be walking in the sun, be getting a suntan, I'm gonna be losing this belly, I'm gonna be losing this bloat. Cause I'll be damned, I ain't fucking looking like this. And fucking Nate Jacobs, he tried to wish that shit on me, and I was like, no. I heard him on the phone. He came back one night, and he was like, he said something about someone being, he said some shit, and then he like, you could feel it, like he meant it for me, and I was like, oh hell no. And I knew this, because when I came back, they were so threatened because I was so skinny. And I could get back to that. It's just going to take a lot of discipline. Excuse me. It's going to take a lot of discipline. You guys, I cannot help it. This mineral water and that Mexican food, okay? So if you hear me, I'm so sorry. I drank a whole damn bottle of fucking sake last night by myself. I know, it was crazy, but it was so good. To the point where, like, I needed that. I'm sorry. I needed to unwind, you know? Sometimes you just gotta fucking kick back and relax. Like, you know, I had my family wish against my fucking love life. They wished against my fucking career life. They wished against so many things. So where, like, shit, I gotta do what I have to do to make, you know, feel happy and satisfied. I cannot let these forces win. I don't live my life to please others, you know? I have to live my life for myself, because I see how those people move, and I see their intentions clearly, and I'm sorry, but I'm not going to be all that fucking bullshit that they want me to be. That's their projections. It's not my responsibility to fulfill others' projections onto me. So we're going to cut these cords, because I feel like there's still remnants of energetic cords here. And I'm still trying to figure out what Nate Jacobs did to these blinds, because he cut 2 blinds. I don't understand why the fuck they're cut off like this. I feel like it's so he could look in here. I don't understand why the fuck. And it's going to be kind of an aggressive cord cutting. And like, I met some Uber drivers yesterday and they were females, so they were cool, I'm not gonna lie, but they had completely different mindsets than me. And excuse me, you know, a lot of them were not awakened. They were just conditioned by the book and, you know, by God's word in the book, to the point where like they, you know, they don't understand the spiritual path that the divine has me on. They don't understand, you know, if they went through a fourth of what the divine put me through, they'd probably be on drugs or in a psych ward or a prostitute. Like, literally, the shit that I went through in this life. I remember my old talk therapist, one of them was like, I'm surprised you're not, you know, up in the club on that pole, or like, you know, a sex worker. I'm like, I went through some shit. So, I don't know. Hang on, you guys. Reminds me of that song, that old school song by, is it T-Pain or I see Akon? I see you whining and grinding up on the pole. That was from my generation when I was young. You know, that was from Generation Y. I'm not a Gen Z, you guys. I should have been a motherfucking Gen Z. Y'all motherfuckers are too cool. You know how to mask your emotions and shit and like, y'all are smart though. You know how to just hide your emotions and not be passionate. I'm just too passionate. Y'all know how to be numb and act cool and just work and then stay alone. Like, this generation, like, y'all generation, like, you guys are smart. I'm not gonna lie. Your numbness gets on my nerves a lot, but I see y'all working hard, stacking your money. I should have been a fucking Gen Z. I saw too much from my boomer and my boomer parents and my Gen X sister. That's what fucked me up, because all the trauma, which I'm still trying to currently shed, which it's gonna take, I feel like, a pretty, I don't know, this shit feels like it's gonna be lifetimes. Just like in my twin flame soul fragment separation, it just felt like lifetimes of like, oof. I know I got to go out today and I need to exercise. As long as he's distracted by his girlfriend, we're good. As long as she's here. He won't get all evil and demented and break in my room. So it's good he has her, because if he didn't, he would be angry and he would be doing shit to me. So I'm glad he has her, because I don't need that bullshit. Like, ridiculous. Like, I can't even live like this. I cannot eat like normal people, because okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my black arrowhead. This acts as a magnet, okay, and I'm gonna take the chakra pyramid and I'm gonna pull out negative entities and cut. Sorry, you guys. In the mornings, my boys be doing this. I get this from my mom. She fucking does. She has the same thing. The things that we inherit that we don't ask for, right? It's so tough sometimes. That's why life is so hard. And no one said it was gonna be easy, right? I know it's such a basic thing to say, but you know, I sometimes wish I was a Gen Z and like, you know, I was like in my era where like I didn't have to pay karmic debt back, and everything just flows for me, and like all the doors and every avenue in my life will be open. And I see people like that, or they make it seem like that on, you know, social media, and they'll be like on planes and going on trips and like living their best life in different countries. I'm like, damn, like in my next life I feel like that's gonna be me, because I feel like in this life, you know, a lot of people destiny swapped, and I was paying for their karma, and you know, they destiny swapped for you know, they switched my destiny with theirs to the point where I was paying out their suffering for their bad karma. I was suffering consequences from the things they did, and they were so slick that they fucking swapped that shit, you know? Crackheads. Like, trailer park trash energy to the point where, like, that's where they belong. No offense if you lived in a trailer park, I'm sorry, you guys, but just like bottom of the barrel, like lower vibrational, like it's not even trailer park trash, it's just trash people. That's what I mean. Like if you have trash fucking thoughts and trash energy and trash intentions, like eventually that trash is gonna catch up to you. It's gonna go right back around. You ain't always gonna have your mama, you ain't always gonna have your grandma, you ain't always gonna have your daddy to help you. You ain't always gonna have a bitch to help you. When people like that, they end up fucking alone. Because they're so busy hating on fucking other people and divine feminines and goddess incarnates, and they wished all this harm on them. But later in life, boom, that's what's gonna hit. And you know that karma, that shit will always come back around and hit you. And it never misses an address. I know this, no matter if you live in a hotel, if you live in a trailer, if you live, you know, wherever you live, shit'll catch up. In a house. They said if you walk 20 minutes out in the sun today, you're gonna get a sunburn after 20 minutes. That's what the weather thing said. I'm like, damn, I'm already slightly burnt. Look at this shit. Look. Look how white I am down here. This is what the sun does. This is my natural color. Fucking annoying. Stress the fuck out, you guys. If you guys can make a donation, I would appreciate it. Even if it's like $15 or $20, so I can keep making my content. Because if I don't have, you know, stuff like this, I'm not going to be able to clear my energy. I'm not going to be able to concentrate for the sessions and create for you guys. And I need stuff like this. There's no more now. This is the last one. And I'm not taking an Uber. You know, I uninstalled the Uber app. That shit was getting me fucking in trouble. Fucking getting food and taking rides to fucking... I'm just gonna start walking home again. Fuck it. They want me to walk. They want me to be constricted. They want to call me a loser. They wanted this for me. I see that they wish this shit for me. They harm me in my love life. They close my money, my roads to my career, my roads to my love life. These motherfuckers, we're gonna do a reverse destiny swap of that. And it was more than one. So it was like different people manifesting, okay, all this shit on me. That's how it be. They be fucking haters, bro. Trying to ruin your life with the fucking hatred they cast on you, bro. It's so slick. And sometimes if you have a seashell, you could just put this in the seashell like this. You could put it in the shell. Well, I know that this just, hang on you guys. This is my last frankincense. I don't have no more. But that winter wind, that breeze, it feels good. And then you guys get some of this. I don't know how you take care of this. I need to Google it. But it's beautiful, right? I hope this really does bring the luck and fortune back to my life. I really do. I really do. The bigger one, this one was like $2.50 and this one was like $3.50. It's a store in Sanford called Dollar Store and Up, and they have all types. Just all types of just everything there. I'm going to do some Reiki to close off and seal up your aura. I love you guys. You know, you guys are the only ones who are there for me at this point. It's just me, my spirit tribe, and y'all. They done sent all my friends away. And then they blame me and say, oh no, you did that to yourself. It's like, don't act like you didn't wish this on me. Instead of clapping and being happy for me, you wanted to be jealous and you wanted to cast ruin on my life. I know what they did energetically. I know what they did spell work. I know what they did. Their ill will and their evil eye. Let me just get some more out. Just a little bit more. I'm gonna maybe do this till like an hour and 20. So like 8.5 more minutes left, 9 minutes. Because I feel like there's a lot of clearing we need to do before this fire horse. Because the fire horse is going to propel you forward, you guys. It's going to propel all of us forward. Like, we're shedding all of these these conditioned behaviors. And if you're chosen and if you're awakened, we're feeling this heaviness. We're feeling this come up. We're feeling this change, this swift transformation to the point where we're shedding the last remnants of the snake. So if you are from a toxic family, the fire horse, I almost said the spirit horse, you could even have spirit animal horses too, some of you in your spirit team around you, to where, you know, even the year of the fire horse, he's even like, okay, this year is going to be very different because I'm going to put you in uncomfortable states to the point where I'm going to break you from being comfortable somewhere because you've outgrown connections and people and toxic karmics where you don't belong there. Like, you're going to get up and get moving and make the change, and you're going to take action. This is transformation. This is your year to make these changes. So this is what we're feeling because we're going into like the eclipse. You know, there's going to be a new moon this month. There's going to be a full moon. Like, it's a lot of transformation to the point where you're going to be surprising yourself because it's some things that you're going to do to take action. And I'm being guided to say this to the point where I'm going to be pulling to the point where you just get really uncomfortable. Like, the universe is going to shake your world up to where you're going to be uncomfortable and you're going to get out of your comfort zone. You're going to have to make these necessary changes that maybe you've been procrastinating or you've been too comfortable. No, the spirit horse, the fire horse he is preparing you. So this is why we're feeling this heaviness and we're feeling this huge, like, something ain't right, this huge shift, this huge change. If you see 555, even 444, you could have a change in your finances. You can manifest more abundance so you could live a more free life to what you desire, to where it breaks you from those chains of, you know, cultural conditioning or toxic family systems. If you're the black sheep, you know, you're going to be standing up and going into your full potential, your powerful healer gifts. You're going to be standing in your power, calling your power back to you, your sovereignty. You're going to be working from this direct energy. So be prepared because there's going to be massive shifts and changes to the point where you're going to have to go and you're going to have to get out of your comfort zone, and you are going to have to move to the point where, like, a lot of you are going to be physically moving. You're going to be physically changing careers. You're going to be getting a career. You're going to be shifting out of that job poverty energy to actual career energy. You're going to be shifting from, trust me, it's a lot of changes this year. The fire horse it's literally putting the fire under your butts and, like, making you move and transform. So where, like, all those things that you thought you couldn't do, that you had doubts and fears about, the fire horse doesn't care. The energy of the fire horse is like, I'm lighting this fire, you're gonna go, you're gonna do it now. All that procrastination, whether, you know, you were fearful of change or you were just procrastinating because you were comfortable in a situation or comfortable with a person or with a group of people, you might not have that person to find comfort in this year anymore. You might not have that house or that environment or that person. The fire horse is going to shake a lot of shit up. So just be prepared, you guys. This is a collective psychic message that I was guided to share with you from my spirit team and it's more than just goddess power and goddess intuition. This is my psychic gifts and I'm speaking on this. And, you know, just be prepared because you're going to go through massive shifts, not only in your finances and your personal life, but your love life. I'm seeing a lot of karmic relationships that maybe it was false karmics, people that it wasn't a deep connection. It was not a meaningful connection. It was just kind of there because, y'all were using each other as crutches to kind of stay together to survive because the economy, you know, it's so expensive to live, or you have karmic lessons to learn. You're going to be shedding these very superficial connections to the point where the divine's going to put that fire under your butt, and he's going to force you to be alone so you could prove to yourself your full potential, that you could take care of yourself, you don't need to depend on nobody. And just be prepared for this, because a lot of karmic relationships are falling apart this year. And then this also, Mercury retrograde, there's going to be lots of arguments and fights and breakups. And then for those divine feminine, divine masculines, I mean, just look, I'm living proof. I'm a divine feminine. My twin flame, he was married to a dark karmic for almost a decade of my life, and it felt like lifetimes. That was the father of my 2 daughters. I mean, it was a fucking profound thing, like seeing him, you know, we would fight. His mama turned him against me, but seeing him literally abandon my children, it was just like, you know, I went through some shit, and then having like my family like attack me and shit, and then having like his family and then his like wife at the time attack me. Now they're divorced, but I went through some shit like alone for like my 30s is gone, okay? I was going through it for a really long time, to where like I didn't think I was gonna make it. And now this just divorcing him, like she fucking divorced him, and I'm like, what in the actual fuck? And I thought they were gonna be together, but no, she left. She literally moved out like 2 weeks ago. Today she's going back to get the rest of her stuff. And my daughters are sitting here, they're 11 and 12. They're about to be 13 and 12, and they're like, mommy, like she has rage issues. Like daddy, you know, he don't even love her. Like he told us that he doesn't even understand why he was with that. And I'm just like, so see the karmics. Do you see? She put so many spells on him, and now she wants to leave. And you know, she divorced him, and he signed the papers. He was like, I told her. And he straight up told me. He came to me and he told me. He was texting me, he was calling me, he was talking to me. He was like, there is not going to be no candlelight dinners. He was like, I told her to do whatever she needs to do to be happy. I'm done. So like she presented him with the divorce papers, and she told my daughters, she called them in the room and was like, this is what happens when people in marriages don't work out. We get divorces. And then they signed the paperwork in front of my daughters. And my daughters, when I met with them one weekend, they told me everything. And I was like, what? And then they were like, yeah. And then they had a fight outside the bathroom, to where like he was trying to get in the bathroom or whatever, and she had locked him out. And then he started yelling, and he was like, you fat bitch, like, let me in, I need to take a shit, or whatever, let me in. And then this is what triggered the divorce, because that, and then she said that she didn't want to be a mother to someone else's kids, and she wasn't fit to be a mother. I'm like, okay, you took my whole life. You literally took the role that I was supposed to be in. She destiny swapped me. Like I was supposed to be his queen. I was supposed to be his fucking wife. We were engaged, to the point where she used black magic and an intranquil spirit to take him. And then eventually she took, you know, they had my kids that I had with him. And then now she's crying saying, oh, I'm not fit. She's not fit. She's not fit to be a mother to someone else's kids. How are you going to steal a family man, someone who had kids, and then not play the role of a stepmom, and then fight with the oldest daughter? And she was older. So it was just like, shame on her. Like literally set the example, like. And then she was just being so evil and corruptive to my daughter. And my daughter was calling me, and she was like, mommy, I want to live with you. She was like, she has anger issues. She's like, I have to watch her. Trust me, I watch her like a hawk. And then she was telling me, I found witchcraft books in her bookshelf behind her Star Wars figurines. Same thing that her dad fucking told me like fucking almost 7 years ago. And I'm just like, and then my other daughter comes, and then she's like, they're both telling me, and I'm just like listening to this, like, I cannot believe this, because I thought they were going to be married for like the rest of this life. I thought that was it, but no, they're divorced now. And I'm just like, I don't even know, like, it's just wild. So like, she was a karmic, and this just happened. So it's just like what he did to me, like now she's doing to him. It's like how, you know, there was a quote a long time ago, and it was like, I don't know how they worded it. It was something like, how they got him is how he's gonna lose. Anyways, basically what he did to me and my kids, basically he's kind of getting the karma back, because now she's divorcing him. She filed the divorce papers. She took the divorce papers to him. I don't know what she cited. I don't know if it was irreconcilable differences. I don't know if it was infidelity. I don't know what was going, because I know that I know my ex, and I know how she looked, and she didn't take care of herself. And I know that he was there for, you know, kind of comforts more than it wasn't love. And like, honestly, like, if he, like, he was honestly just there because, like, she had a little bit of money. She was infertile. She couldn't have kids. So she would work a lot and she provided for him. To the point where, like, when we were together, he was providing for me and the kids, and it got to be too much for him. And then the energy vampires kind of, like, scared him away. And then his mama took him away because his mama was a karmic, and then her magic. And it was just a lot of external forces trying to get in between us, to the point where it was just like, and then it was like I lost soul fragments, and then I thought they were gonna be like, you know, but no, it was 8 years, but it felt like lifetimes. So I'm still taking all this in, and this is the final day. Like, she's moving out of their apartment fully, like all of her things. She moved all of her things, and she told my daughters, and my daughters came back and told me, because, you know, kids are very honest and true, and they'll tell the truth. My daughters told me, Mommy, March 1st, she's moving out. All of her things are going to be out. It is March 1st today. And, you know, I got in a call and he had told me she had moved out like 2 weeks ago, like early. But see, I'm waiting for that call for him to be like, she, you know, really divorced me, because my daughter's been telling me this. And then they want to gaslight me and be like, no, I don't believe this, because they want him to be married to her because they hate me. So it's just it's bullshit. So, she called herself a druid witch. No, she was a Satan witch, because I saw that. I saw it. I saw that spirit in her fucking... She had this gemstone necklace on, and I saw, like, the face in it. Just like I saw in Leo's baby mama. Y'all don't know about Leo yet. I'm not even gonna put his business out there like this. I'm really not. But Leo's baby mama's a witch. And, y'all just don't even know. She was wearing a crystal necklace in a picture one time, and I was like, I saw that spirit face in the gemstone. And then recently she tried to put a cross on, and I'm just like, don't even try to front. I know a Christian witch when I see one. I feel it. You know, I feel it. Just like I know an unawakened sheep, like someone who runs with the sheep. Sorry, you guys, this mineral water. But it was good. I'm going to go and get some more today, actually. The Topo Chico in the glass bottle, that shit is good. It's better than the ones from the gas station and the, it's a different type of bottle, but I used to go to CVS with my children at night because, you know, the energy vampires, they would attack me and, like, block me with my kids. So, like, we would have to go get food, like, late at night at, like, 10:30 p.m. It's just thinking back on shit. Just all the attacks after they got my twin flame to leave, because they fucking knew I was in a vulnerable position and my own family fucking attacked me, bro, and they took advantage. It's just some bullshit, bro. Hold on, you guys. It's like the light. It's just very, like... so tired right now, but I'm not gonna lay down. I hope you guys enjoyed this session. I'm gonna do some fire Reiki to close out, and then one more Yusai Reiki symbol. I need to get new contacts. I need to go for an eye exam. Sorry, you guys. Hold on. Oof. Okay. That was actually 3 Yusai Reiki symbols, but it is what it is. took my paintings down, you guys, because I felt like I just wanted you guys to just, I didn't want a lot of like distractions in the background, because it's already that white towel that was bothering me, and then I have like leaves and incense like powders on the floor for protection, because I don't know if I told you, but this house is built on ancient burial ground, and the spirits in this house, as well as the spirits from my nephew's father and my father, they have, I don't know, they have like a lot of people like this. There's always like some sort of like fight or turmoil, to the point where they really thought they could intrude and take over. My spirit guides are pushing me to do like an hour 30. So this is a long session today. I try to put out content every day. That's like goal. And then like sometimes when I just get really like swamped and like I feel like really wound up, or just like projections from, you know, energy vampires, toxic people, you know, reptilians, alpha dracos, that's when sometimes I'll skip a day or two and I'm just out in nature, or I'm just, you know, decompressing from just, it's not you guys. Like I want to keep making multiple videos every day. Like, you know, if anything, I want to keep healing, you know, I really do. But sometimes the energies are so heavy, like are so heavy, to where like I have to take a step back and be like, okay, let me take care of myself. Sometimes I just want privacy. Like I don't want to be around these motherfuckers no more. I don't even want to have to look at them. I don't want to hear them. I don't want to put up with their shit. I'm just disgusted. I'm disgusted from like everything that they put me through. They caused me to basically give my kids to their dads. And they want me to go and work in the Matrix and give them money for all their attacks on me and my baby and my kids. I think so. Some bullshit. These planes in Winter Park, they be getting really close, like really, so many reptilians today. And you know, today is the cult day of Winter Park, Florida, to where everyone's going to be at Action Church, the Reptilian Central, right by the Freemason Lodge. And this is where I have to fucking go to. God. The reptilians. Oh, they're out there now, and they be fucking passing by, and you can feel these spirits in these people's fucking bodies, like driving by, like the way that they move and drive. They did the same shit in that plaza, John Young Parkway and Sand Lake, and they all had that archonic, constructed, fucking narrow-minded fucking outlook on shit that just spread like wildfire. That was just wickedness, pure fucking ignorance, and you're just like, you are so asleep. Like it's such a turn off, to where like David Kotelis was right. He was like, you had to dumb yourself down for these mortals, and I'm just like, I really do. Except in my videos I don't. Like you guys actually, you know, for the ones who really listen, who give me the positive, you know, optimistic feedback, I really appreciate, like saying that I help you in your day-to-day life, I make sense, and you know, I help you, and just keep, you know, I really need someone to make a website for me. I really need a website, you guys. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna end the session. I love you. Hope everyone has a beautiful day today. Blessed be.